This video is about knowing yourself and loving yourself along the way, even when things pop up that maybe you're a little uncomfortable with or don't even like yourself. I'm Connie Jo Holmes. I'm the founder of Confidence with Connie, as well as Be You to Be Full hypnosis and coaching. And this channel talks about all things about stepping into your authority, confident self. So I know this topic very well because as a hypnotist and a life coach, I see clients every day. And in doing that lately, I am finding that I'm helping a lot of people with relationships. I find that in my work, people kind of come in waves. Like I'll have all of a sudden, everybody who calls me, they want to stop smoking. Then I don't have smokers for a while. And then all of a sudden I have people that come in and want past life regression. So I'll do that. It's just really funny how it comes in waves. And right now I'm on the wave of helping people with their relationships, because relationships boil down to knowing yourself. How do you communicate? Understanding that other person's perspective. But then emotional intelligence, massive amounts of emotional intelligence, but then also the 5 love languages. If you have never read that book, Gary Chapman, PhD, wrote this book years ago, and it's a great read. And so, and what I love about it is, yes, it's great for intimate relationships, but my God, you can use love languages for, like if I know my client's love language, to me, that's a good thing to know in advance. When you are in a working environment, a close working environment, or even your friends, to know what their love languages are is so important. I'm just going to mention them. There's 5 love languages: acts of service, acts of gifts, or I should say gifts, quality time, physical touch, and words of affirmation. There's no right, wrong, or indifferent with what you are. You just have a way that you feel seen, heard, and felt more than others. And usually how you like to receive love is usually how you give love. So if you have somebody who is a gift giver, because that's how they show their love, but you don't really care about gifts because you can go buy your own gift, but yet you're a person who you want quality time, you might be like, well, I don't care about this gift. I want to spend time with you. So you can start to see how you're speaking the wrong language. And so, I could do a whole video just on love languages, but what I want to do is just give you an overview of what they are if you don't already know, and then tell you I had such an aha moment about myself last night. Any aha moment is wonderful. Yet, as I sat with it, I did sit there and I thought to myself, wow, I don't know if I fully like this part about myself. So it was an opportunity for me to sit with it and dig a little bit deeper. So what is it? With my work, I have a extension of what I do. I want to intentionally leave this vague out of respect of everyone. So I have this kind of side gig that I do, like a little extension of my business. And I've been doing it for almost 3 years. And I do, at the end of the day, I really like it. It gives me a lot of fulfillment. And I joke, well, I don't joke, but I say to people, it's my lowest paying gig, but it's probably my most fulfilling. However, it's my most fulfilling until it's not. This side gig, I'll call it, has an opportunity where things are a level 10, feels amazing for months. Then all of a sudden things change. And then like a couple bad apples come in that spread throughout the whole place. And then it's a low time. And that low time can last for a couple to a few weeks. And right now we're in a low moment. And I was just like, I think I'm done with this. And there's a part of me that I'm very excited. But then there's a part of me that actually really saddens me. And I haven't made my decision up yet. And before I make that decision, I'm going to make sure that there's a beautiful handoff and all that kind of thing. But anyways, but I sat there and I thought, on the surface level, I understand where I'm coming from. But then deeper, it's like, why does it bother me so badly when boom, it dips down? And it made me think of my love language. My number 1 love language is words of affirmation. Now, words of affirmation, actually all of them, but I'm going to talk about words of affirmation. That can have so many tentacles. Now for me, okay, yes, if someone says, oh my gosh, Connie, you look beautiful today. Well, thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. But for me, that's not yes, that's words of affirmation, but that's not the one that's my level 10. For me, I want people to say, when I do a good job, wow, you did a really good job. Wow, thank you for this. I'm really big on thank yous. Just things like that. That's where I'm at with words of affirmation. But also a deeper tentacle for me is I want to know that what I'm doing matters, that what I'm doing is resonating with people. And when I can't see that, feel that, or see or feel it consistently, to me, my love language of words of affirmation, it's not being met. And so there's a part of me which I love this deeper understanding for myself, but then there's a part of me that I'm like, damn, like seriously? Like it's that important to you that you can't put that to the side to continue to show up? And so I was judging myself a little bit. But then I was like, no, don't do that, because we are who we are, right? We're wired how we are. It's like our blood type to a degree. And so, but yet being aware of it, I'm in the middle of this is what I'm doing. So I'm processing out loud right here. So thank you for being a part of this. So I get to figure out, is there a way for me to not necessarily need my words of affirmation, love language being met in this environment? I don't know. So that's one option though. The second option is, can I look at this a little bit bigger, wider, deeper, and just say, maybe I'm not getting words of affirmation in this way, but maybe over here I am. Maybe I haven't put my attention there, but once I do, I can see that is a way to be touching this love language for me. Or maybe it just means that this love language is so important to me that if I can't have it here, and meaning that but I'm giving something to somebody, like I really want to make a difference. And so if I'm no longer feeling like I'm making a difference to the depth that I need to, maybe that's a sign for me to say, go find it where you can. So I'm juggling with this. And then you might be sitting here, okay, crazy lady, why are you leaving this video? Because all you're doing is talking and processing out loud. But I'm choosing to do this because I think we all need to do this for a while. We have things that all of a sudden we loved, and then we're like, oh, this isn't fitting anymore. And sometimes we stay with it because we should all over ourselves. Or we just quit and run to something else without sitting in that moment to discover what's going on. And that's what I'm doing right now. Because either I should all over myself, or I would just be like, oh, my time's done, see ya. But then I'm going to have this again and again and again. And so the whole point of this video is, do you process out loud like this for yourself? There's always opportunities to do that because you're going to learn yourself deeply. But then also, once you learn things about yourself, do this process without criticizing and judging yourself. I think that's really, really important. But then also, I wanted to bring up the love languages because I've been mentioning these a lot to clients lately. And in doing that, it's also, give me a second. It's one, to tell people about the love languages, because I think Gary Chapman was a genius when he came out with this. But then also to remind people that it's more than intimate relationships. I mean, I'm talking about a side gig that I've been doing. That's not an intimate relationship. So love languages appear all over the place. So, and then also, if you have an employee, get to know their love language, right? I actually did this when I worked in corporate America. I had several direct reports, and I have two people in mind in particular. One was motivated by money. One was motivated by time off. And you know what? As their supervisor, I had the authority to treat them separately. And in doing that, oh my gosh, I we had such a great working relationship. They gave to me so much more because I spoke their love language. I gave to them what they needed. If I gave money to everybody, well, the people that didn't really care about that, but they wanted time off, that money wouldn't have resonated as much, and vice versa. So there's so many offshoots on this video. I'm going to just keep it high level. But as I'm doing this, part of it too, and there's a free download for you. I turned 55 in July of 2025. And I don't know, there was something about the double nickels for me that I'm like, holy shit, life is flying by, flying by. And that's part of it too. Where is my time, attention, resources, and talent going? So I think that's why it's even more profound for me right now. And that's something I'm sitting with. But my point of saying that is, on my 55th birthday, I wrote down 55. I can't remember the exact title, forgive me, but it's in the description box. But it is like my 55 life truths at my 55th birthday. And I kind of think this might resonate with more people, no matter what your age is. And you might just find it to be an interesting read. So if that's something that you would like to check out, it's in the description box below. Just share your email and you will get immediate access to it. But for those who stuck around, I appreciate you witnessing me processing this out loud. And hopefully just by me doing this, maybe it is allowing you an opportunity to go a little bit deeper on some things in your life that maybe you haven't before. All right. I hope that was helpful. Believe it or not, it was very helpful for me. So I thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.